The Flash 14, written by Joshua Williamson, and art once again by Carmine Di Giandomenico. This is the start of the Rogues Rebellion arc, and this issue in particular, we get a nice little sort of like flashback-esque scene at the start with old school art, introducing who the Rogues were. Do you know what page I love? I love the page. It's just all the close-ups of all their tools. It's like the cold gun and then the wand and then that page is great. And
I also like the old art on like the headshots.
The faces.
The headshots
of them.
And it says Captain Cold, Heatwave, Golden Glider, Mirror Master, all the main crew. And then the main issue, though, the main bulk of the issue, is Barry thinking, you know what, those rogues have been gone, and I'm dealing with this, paper cut man and these newbies that think they can replace them.
Sandblaster.
He's a bit homesick, isn't it? Almost, it's like it's not home without the rogues.
It's that's Central City.
Well, it's kind of like how I like to argue with Pete on minuscule things. It's you like the opposition,
Yeah,
like he misses
Matt's
Captain
not
Cold.
Matt if he's not hating on Batman.
Yeah.
No, it's not. Like, and who was the other guy? He had Sandblaster, Paper Cut.
Look, you're asking now.
Dry Bones, Mr. Like, and I was like, these are terrible names. Bone Dry.
Bone Dry, Dry Bones.
One touch and I'll drain all the moisture from your body, Flash.
Yeah, and I love that I was like, oh, those are terrible names. And Williamson points out that Flash is like, he all needs some better names.
Yeah, that's the point, because these are the Z-list rogues. So Barry's convinced that they have to be shown up at some point. They have to be pointing up. And he looks at he goes to the guy who made their costumes. He goes to the Piper who runs a support group for ex-rogues and rogue victims. Yeah.
I like that. That was again, bringing Piper back and making him meaningful without him having to, put on the green hood.
Yeah. Meanwhile, we get a nice little scene where Barry, Iris, and Wally go to the movies for a horror movie marathon. Iris is a woman after my own heart, clearly. She's excited about horror movies. So that's pretty fun. And I don't know if you noticed a small detail. Wally runs late, and in his bag, you can see that it's like a transfer form for his uncle moving to Belle Reeve from Iron Heights.
It's a transfer request.
Oh, sorry, well, it was his uncle, but then it turned out to be his dad.
Yeah, but because they lied to him, because you don't want your nephew growing up thinking like, oh no, that's your uncle. Don't worry about it. Your dad's.
Yeah.
Like, that is, now that I think about it more deep. Either way, that kid's kind of messed up with the father figure.
It's just a small detail.
It's good that he has Barry.
I wanted to point it out because obviously it's seeding for a later thing, so I just wanted to make sure I mentioned it.
Yeah, I mean, it gets like almost a panel to itself. But it depends if you bother to actually look and read what it said on the envelope.
Yeah,
and Barry's like, oh, Wally's running late again. He must be with the Teen Titans.
Yeah.
So it ties up there.
But anyway, so Barry ends up finding one of the rogues' lair. He finds a clue and he gets there and he finds like all this security kicks in and he finds all this evidence that they're probably what country is it? They're pulling a heist somewhere else. I can't remember. It was a foreign country, somewhere tropical. Yeah. And he runs out.
Oh, it's Corto Maltese.
There you go.
Yes.
Right. He speeds out of the city. And you see the big sign that says Central City, home of the Flash, which is pretty cool. Yeah. And he speeds out the city, and then it cuts to Captain Cold and the Rogues, and he's like, he took the bait, Central City's ours. And I'm like, yes!
Yes!
Again. Yes! Captain Cold, you genius.
Williamson gets it.
Yeah.
And even throughout the explanations that they're all blue collar.
Yeah.
And some segment of the city think that they're heroes because they stand up for their neighborhoods, and other people are like, no, they're not the merry men because Robin Hood and merry men give to people. The rogues keep it for themselves. So I like that it plays with that dynamic.
I'd almost be disappointed that we didn't get any of them till the last page, but it was worth it for the
and it also led to Barry questioning if he needs a lair.
Yeah, he's like, everyone, all my friends have got lairs. Batman's got a lair, Superman's got the fortress.
Arrow has something kind of.
There he goes, I sort of remember Aquaman having one. I mean, he's got an entire, country.
Atlantis. It's a city. That's not over.
Well, but he's king of the seas. It's everything, isn't it?
2/3 of the earth. And he still gets made fun of. Just kidding.
I love anything more. Obviously, the art's great. Gia Domenico's back. He's fantastic.
Playing with different styles too, because
the retro first few pages looked really cool.
Yeah. Just shows the art.
Same with the colors.
I loved because it's the bit where he's vibrating and for the explosion, where he knows he can't get out, so he just stands there and vibrates.
Yeah,
and
that's
that
really
look
cool.
of determination.
And when the bomb goes off, it's kind of like an oops moment. Like, of course it's booby trapped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say about the flashback art at the start. I loved that also the colors have been like muted, like they've been as if it's the paper's been worn, kind of thing.
Yep.
It looks like an old school comic in that sense. So that's pretty cool.
This is if anybody wants to know why I love Flash so much, everything's in this issue, from Barry's relationship with Wally and Iris to the Rogues in Central City. Like, that billboard is a nice touch because, there's always been the Flash Museum. Like, when Wally was Flash, Central City had the Flash Museum.
Yeah.
And they're very proud of their Scarlet Speedster, and I like that. Especially when it's easy just to write all your superheroes as people that aren't trusted, or to put them in movies that way. We can't trust these guys. They wear masks. It's good that Central.
Yeah, they love their hero.
Yeah, exactly.